Morgan has been out of action since June with a shoulder injury, but early in the afternoon before the edition of Raw inside Madison Square Garden, it was reported that several surprising names were all backstage for Raw. Names including AJ Lee, Dolph Ziggler, Charlotte Flair, Liv Morgan, and more. Lots of those names made sense due to ongoing storylines, and the last time is now tournament. But the one surprising name there was Liv Morgan. Previous reports did not have Liv Morgan coming back until early 2026. So hearing rumors that she was backstage for this week's edition of Raw really had fans pumped for some type of early return for Liv Morgan. But as the show went on, Liv Morgan never ended up making an appearance, leading fans to wonder why she was backstage. And what was that all about? Was her surprise return canceled? Well, after all the reports swore Liv Morgan was backstage, PW Insider later claimed that Liv was not backstage, was not even in New York City at all on Monday. So definitely some deflating news, but it can't be long at all now until Liv finally returns. She recently made a rare public appearance since the injury happened at the Stranger Things premiere. Liv was asked about her return status there at the event, but kept her lips fully sealed, saying that everyone will just have to keep tuning in and watching for her return. So hopefully Liv's return truly is early 2026 after all. The longtime rumored winner of the Last Time Is Now tournament just returned with several presentation changes, and this individual is Gunther. Gunther's last appearance prior to November 17th was way back in August with SummerSlam, where he lost the World Heavyweight title to CM Punk. After being away for those few months, Gunther is finally back, and in a whole different way. The biggest notable change was the return of Gunther's original NXT UK theme music. The song he returned with on November 17th was his original theme music that he used during his early WWE days as Walter. It was a song that a lot of fans fell in love with. They loved how it fit his character. The NXT UK fans even used to sing along with his music when he made his entrance. So it was a theme song that was a part of his great entrance back then, and fans were gutted when it was taken away and altered. But with his new return here from Gunther, the song is back, and his original presentation with that theme has returned. The other big change was Gunther's entrance attire. Gunther usually comes out to the ring with his signature coat, but this time around he came out with a robe. Gunther would pick up the win over Evans, and is now advancing to round 2 of the tournament. The tournament has featured lots of big surprises so far, such as the one-night returns of Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder. But a lot of criticism that this tournament is facing from the fans is due to its predictability. Usually when a college basketball tournament or the NFL playoff tournament, there's a lot of excitement with those sorts of tournament because everyone feels like they've got a shot to make it, especially if a team gets hot at the right time. But with this tournament here, you have one clear and predictable winner, surrounded by people that you just know aren't winning the whole thing. So it does take away from the tournament's excitement when you can pretty much rule people out that are still alive in the tournament. So that is a discussion going around right now. That is a bit of a hard one to get excited about or invested in the tournament because the winner is very clear. If Gunther loses in the second round, then all of a sudden the tournament will become a bit exciting because now everyone would have no idea who's going to win it. But as long as Gunther is in the tournament, the winner is a bit obvious, and that's been the biggest complaint out there by the community. It's not a complaint about Gunther winning, it's a complaint about how you can see it coming from miles away. So that's the fans' biggest issue right now. But with Gunther's original theme song returning and him getting a whole new presentation, it surely looks like they're getting ready for that big matchup against John Cena. And like we've been saying since Gunther was first rumored to be Cena's last opponent, if things do play out like that, Gunther would start entering a whole other level of being the ultimate villain. He would be the man that defeated and retired both Goldberg and John Cena 4 months apart from each other. Those are massive retirement wins that no one can take away from Gunther. That's going to be on his stat sheet for the rest of his career, and would put him in another atmosphere above everyone else. So we'll have to see if Gunther will be John Cena's final opponent after all. The Vision's War Games team would have involved Seth Rollins if he never got hurt. But this match included lots of shakeups since Seth went down. Paul Heyman really took over as the team's main recruiter and went searching for people that would fit the vision and what they're trying to accomplish. The first addition was Logan Paul. This was the only addition that actually came to Paul Heyman, not the other way around. Logan Paul knocked out CM Punk and offered his services to the Vision, which they did accept. But the last 2 spots were people called in by Paul Heyman. Heyman worked out a deal with Drew McIntyre to bring him aboard and bring him back from that suspension. and Paul Heyman teased that everyone would lose their minds on his 5th and final edition for War Games, and everyone assumed it would be Brock Lesnar, and they were right. During the main event segment of the November 17th edition of Raw, both War Games team had a massive brawl, but it was Brock Lesnar who came out during the brawl to officially reveal himself as the final member of Team Vision. Brock cleared out the ring and the credits started to roll for Raw, but Roman Reigns made his own surprise appearance to reveal himself as the final member of CM Punk's team. And for a split second there, we saw the biggest WWE feud of the last decade reignited as Roman and Brock exchanged some blows, but it ultimately ended with Roman punching Brock out of the ring. A lot of fans are nervous about this year's War Games matches, but it looks like this MSG edition of Raw really did a great job of loading the match up and giving fans a lot to be excited for. CM Punk's team looks like a team of Avengers with himself, Cody Rhodes, the Usos, and Roman Reigns. And the Vision's team is just as stacked with the Brawns, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar. Massive star power everywhere you look at for this War Games match, so it's perfectly balanced on each side. The big narrative, though, that the fans are still discussing if these 3 individuals Paul Heyman brought in for War Games will be permanent members of the Vision, or if it's just a one-night-only affiliate type of thing. It doesn't seem like Drew McIntyre will stick around with the Vision since he is a Smackdown superstar after all, but it does feel like Logan Paul has a shot of actually becoming a full-time Vision member because he fits the mold of the group and is already on the Raw brand, so it surely seems possible. Brock Lesnar is a bit of a wild card. Sure, he's close to Paul Heyman and their friendship is restored, but it's hard to picture Brock actually joining the group. It can turn out to be similar to Brock's run with the Authority in the mid-2010s. Brock was never officially labeled as a member of the Authority, but he did work closely with them as an affiliate from time to time. So maybe that could be his role here for the Vision. What is interesting, though, was that a lot of reports in recent weeks were claiming that Austin Theory would be making his big WWE return in the War Games match as a member of Team Vision, but that obviously turned out to be false. So, was that just a bogus report and rumor, or was Austin Theory removed from that Team Vision spot and his return canceled? Because Austin Theory is another one of those stars that had the potential to stick around with the Vision as a permanent member. So Brock Lesnar made it on the team, but the wait for Austin Theory's return continues. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.